I'm Corrie, this is my family, we live in this van, and this is my dream life. While we travel full-time around Europe before settling down on our off-grid homestead in Ireland next year, we are homeschooling our daughter. But how easy is that, and how much homeschool are we really doing? I'm answering your questions today and sharing the truth about homeschool and van life. Join us this week for a few days of homeschool van life in Albania, and while you're following along with us, I wanted to have a conversation about the truth about homeschool on the road and a decision that we made recently that might be a little bit controversial. Here you can see us at Dermia Beach, and I do think that an important part of homeschool going successfully involves the homeschoolers, the parents, having some time for themselves and some bandwidth so that they can be super present for their homeschooled child. So if you know me at all, you'll know how critical my morning routine is to me. And tea is, of course, required. So we made a decision to throw away much of the structured aspect of homeschooling recently. Don't think we'll be going in there today.
I think it's the same plant, it's just more mature in its blue form. I don't know.
Corfu. We've been there twice. After several months on the road, trying to fit in and balance homeschool with travel. Oh, look at his little face. And trying to keep to quite a structured approach, we had to just admit that it wasn't working for any of us. It was a struggle. There were lots of arguments. I think it's really challenging to take a child out of a traditional education system and plonk them into homeschool. Studying the ants. And we decided to throw away a lot of that structure. So that might be a bit controversial. We're not following a curriculum anymore. There are certain things that we are keeping up as sort of crucial skills.
Oh my God, that smells amazing.
Our daughter reads all the time. You'll often see her on her phone or Kindle. She's actually reading. We're also pursuing a language. She's learning Irish in advance of us moving to our farm in Ireland. So she's on Duolingo doing that quite often too.
These ones are so pretty.
But we've decided to take a bit of a different approach and just embrace more of the lived experience and the education that this travel is just so organically providing.
Hand foraged olive wood, just from random side of the road.
Here is our bundle of olive wood.
Yeah.
So we had a conversation about how do we make this work, and we realized we're a bit crazy for trying to cram some traditional schooling into this van life. So we packed up and we're leaving our great little parking spot. We've had the whole place to ourselves. Stefan, the manager, has been an absolute gem. We've had some really great conversations with him. He joined us for a little bit of dinner last night with the fire pit out. It was really fun. But time to move on down the coast and see what we can see down there. We are heading out of Dermy right now, down south towards the Butrint National Park, but I think we're going to stop in Porto Palermo, which sounds very Italian, doesn't it? There's a triangular shaped fortress there which looks quite interesting, so as long as the rain holds off I think we might explore that. The skies are looking quite moody today. So van life provides an opportunity for a lot of quite obvious education, actually. You know, there's the geography, taking in the changing landscapes and scenery. There's just a ton of history that we've immersed ourselves in. We love noticing different architectural styles and practices for building. We've been taking in all of the flora and fauna, and of course coming across, as you've already seen a little bit and will continue to see here, so many different animals. There's the food, the social aspect, there's exercise, swimming in the sea, in lakes, going on hikes. There's so much to offer that it seemed pointless to have a rigid curriculum. A decaf coffee, but Freeman forgot to say like a latte or a cappuccino this one, and she's been delivered basically a shot of espresso. So typical you, having a shot of espresso in there. Orange cake looks good.
It does.
And here you can see those two plotting out our next route and adventure.
Oh, that's the castle, Island.
But here's what I really hope that my daughter takes from this season of full-time travel. A sense of how big and varied and exciting this world is, and I hope that our travels instill in her own sense of wanderlust and adventure, and a feeling that she can do stretchy things. You know, it was stretchy for us to leave everything behind, leave our lives, pack everything up and go and commit to full-time travel, and it does have its challenges, but it is so worth it, and I hope that she really takes that from this. I hope this time of travel gives her just a greater context for life and humanity and the world we live in, and instills in her a sense of compassion and understanding. We've observed so many cultural, historical and political differences, but also weaving through that, we've really just noticed the beauty of humanity. Guns?
No, cannons.
No.
A bed.
Bed. Thing you might not know about me is I'm really quite short, so in these older buildings where they have really small doorways, it's never a problem for me.
You thought it was going to rain.
I did think it was going to rain. Oh, there's fish farm. It's also my hope that she recognises that we function best as a team. Van life really necessitates us all pitching in.
Should we get lunch, guys?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Stalagmites. Stalagmites. Stalactites come down. Stalagmites go up. I also hope that I'm able to instill in her own entrepreneurial spirit. So witnessing the freedom that my business has created and afforded for us, both time-wise and financially, being around my business more, because previously she didn't have that much engagement with it because she was at school when I would be working. And I've actually seen her intrigue and interest in business grow, and that she already has her own ideas of how she can add value to people's lives, help people, and make a profit in return. And that's been really delightful to witness that spark within her. They're just hanging out. Morning. We are at the Butrint National Park today, or National Archaeological Park, which I'm quite looking forward to. There's archaeological remains and homes and dwellings from all kinds of different ages and periods in this one place. We parked up here last night thinking that we might get an early start, but we're not very good at early starts. But let's go. So there was a lot of fighting over Butrint over the centuries because of its strategic position, and it was kind of a gateway to Corfu. And so the Venetians were here occupying it for a while, but it kept going between the Venetians and the Ottomans. And so this place behind is a Venetian fortress that was built in, which century was it? 15th and 16th century to defend Butrint. This is the remains of a 4th century BC chapel. Apparently the chapel that we just saw was the original kind of, not dwelling, but no, the original thing. What would have been the original building?
What are we talking about?
The chapel.
Sanctuary.
Yes, but it would have been the original thing to pop up.
Yeah, it was like the instigator of the entire site. It was the centre of attraction, the beginning of the site.
Okay. So everything popped up around the chapel because the chapel was there first. It was a pop-up village. The chapel was there first, and everything that we're about to look at popped up around it because of its existence here. Yeah, it's all labelled. There's like an amphitheatre. There's a treasury. There's all sorts of really cool things in here. It's amazing that so much of it is still sort of here and standing, and we can walk around it.
I don't think this is authentic Roman pointing.
No. Has a bit of a modern look to it, does it? So we were just sitting on these seats up here and saying, like, Greeks sat here, ancient Greeks sat here, Romans sat here. It's so incredible to actually be in this space. This platform down here would have been built up on the sides and was actually a hot tub, effectively, so it was heated from underneath. It's making me want a spa day. Tiny, they're like the size of my small fingernail.
Tooth. Because your fingernails are tiny.
My fingernails aren't tiny.
So tooth.
A tooth, size of a tooth. So peaceful and quiet most of the time. Walking through all of the woods and trees surrounding all of these monuments. It's a really lovely way to see these things. more than anything, my wish for my daughter in terms of what she takes from this time of travel together, and I think this is even more important than anything academic, is just what a gift this time together has been and is. Having time for each other, having connection and being present. I think in this fast-paced, busy world, it's that time that makes us truly rich.